The village that slept with the bells. There was once a small village tucked between low hills and shaded woods, where time flowed not by the ticking of clocks, but by the soft rhythm of bells. Each morning began not with urgency, but with a faint chime from the monastery far beyond the hills. The sound rolled gently over the land, slipping through trees and drifting into cottages built from mud, straw, and stone. The villagers stirred slowly. There were no hours to chase, only light, cold air, and the bleating of animals. People rose with the sun. They dressed in thick woolen layers worn from seasons of use, rough tunics, patched linens, hand-wrapped scarves. Their boots creaked with every step across damp soil. No one complained. The weather was what it was, and the clothes were what they had. Breakfast was quiet, a bit of broth, some bread hardened overnight, and whatever warmth the fire still gave. There was no need for many words. The fire needed tending. The goats needed feeding. Children were sent to gather sticks. The fields waited. Life moved at the pace of nature. In spring, men plowed. In summer, they planted. In autumn, they harvested. Winter meant mending, chopping, waiting. Women spun wool by doorways, their wheels creaking with soft rhythm. Everything had its time, and no one hurried it. By mid-morning, the second bell rang, terse. It was not a command, but a reminder. Time was moving, slowly. Some stopped to pray. Others simply looked to the sky and went on with their tasks. It was enough to know a part of the day had passed. Midday brought food, sometimes a stew with root vegetables, sometimes just gruel. Everyone ate together. There was no luxury, but there was always something to eat. Silence remained. Hunger wasn't new. Neither was the work. As the sun leaned westward, tools were put away, buckets filled, fences checked, the sheep returned. The final bell of the day, vespers, echoed over the hills. Children played in the muddy paths, their laughter soft and distant. Inside the homes, fires crackled gently. Shadows danced on the walls. Old stories were told about wolves, spirits in the woods, or travelers who never returned. The stories weren't scary. They were comfort, as familiar as the bells. Night came early. There were no candles left to burn. People lay down together, wrapped in wool, sharing warmth and breath. No one stayed awake. Sleep came slowly and fully. And far beyond the valley, after all the voices faded and the embers dimmed, the final bell rang, not to wake anyone, but simply to mark the end of another quiet day.